Hey, what's up? What's up, people? We are live now. We're a live recording with our special guest, Urban Dub's guitarist, the guitarist, Sir John Dinopol, and together with my co-host for this special events, Max Mariano. Here we go. And just Max. Hey, Max.
Hey, up, man? It's been a while. Hey, up, man?
Yep. And,
Been a while.
yeah, I think John Dinopol's here. Hey, Sir
Yeah,
John.
what's up?
Yo,
Good afternoon.
What's up? So
what's up,
yeah,
Sir
we
John?
have
Yeah,
Sir
good
John
afternoon, man.
Dinopol, the lead guitarist of Urbandub. Yeah, they were legends, man, and living legends. So, Sir John, how are you?
Doing good. Pandemic's not been kind, but we're surviving. All
Yeah,
good.
true. Sobrang hassle na itong pandemya na to.
Mhm.
I can attest to that. I'm a victim. That's why we're doing
I think
this kind of
everyone is.
thing. And so, and together with Max, of course, Max, pianista.
Um,
Pianista yan, solid yan. He's also a sessionista siya ng Tanya Markova, right? You're
hindi,
doing session.
Bitanya Markova.
Di ba? Yeah. Ano yan eh, medyo ano siya, ayaw niya masyadong pasikat. Yun. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, I think, we can start with Sir John. Sir John, can you tell us, sino ba si Sir John Dinopol?
Well, John Dinopol is a Cebuano. I mean, I was
Mhm.
born in Manila, but I grew up in Cebu, and I'm into the arts. Even when I was young, I loved to
Mm.
draw. My father encouraged me to draw everything that he sees on the book, or in a book. And then music came early through to me when I saw my titos drink,
Mhm.
and they have an acoustic guitar. So lahat sila nagpe-play ng mga folk songs, and they just
Mhm.
pass the guitar around, and I'm just there witnessing as a kid, like fourth grade,
Mhm.
fifth grade, watching them do that. And then in high school, Eraserheads and Radiohead pushed me to play the guitar. So
See,
there it
see.
started there. Yeah.
Parang ano yan eh, those were the fundamentals of music, in terms of, the
Well,
being
in my age, in my age
You're
group.
right. Yeah, ano yan eh, ayun yung mga tipong where you start off. Um, if you don't mind me asking, sir, how old are you when you started with the music? Like,
Um,
mm,
Practicing guitar. I mean, like teaching myself how to play the guitar, I was in second year high
Mm,
school.
I see.
So that makes me 14, I guess. Yeah.
Bata, no? Oo. Max, ilang taon ka na nag-start ka mag-music?
Your mic's off, man.
Your mic's off, your mic's off.
Okay, I started around 16, I guess, but
Mm.
yeah, start acoustic. But how about you, Sir John? I mean, you started like
Acoustic.
electric na say it runs in the
Acoustic
family
lang.
na eh. Acoustic talaga.
Acoustic lang. I mean, like, Cebu has great acoustic guitar stores. So, dun lang.
Oo.
My first acoustic guitar was made in Cebu.
Same
So,
here.
Actually, I
Same
have,
here.
actually, I have
yeah.
that guitar, the turtle back guitar that came from
Not,
Cebu.
not, not, not
Mm,
It
really.
was, it was given by
Those are
my
the expensive ones, I guess.
Oo.
mm,
Eto nakakatawa 'to, this was given by my ex-girlfriend. Kaya ano, tapos nabasag
mm,
siya kasi we were drinking that time, nalaglag. Alam mo yun? Parang ako, okey lang kasi didn't buy it, 'di ba? Pero from a perspective of people, parang sayang naman yung gitara but your first guitar was an acoustic guitar, you mentioned?
Yes, it is. Yeah. My mom bought it.
So parang ano, yung acoustic guitar mo, is it, when you were playing it, what sort of music did you start off? Aside from, of course, Radiohead,
Yeah.
E-heads.
The radio, actually, FM stations,
Oh,
was a huge part of my music, growing up. So
mm,
I also learned how to play folk music, like
mm,
folk music from the 70s and
mm,
to the early 80s. And then late high school, uh, I was so into the Beatles. So yun,
mm.
everything started there
Okay. So
with the acoustic
technically,
guitar.
influences started with the 60s, 70s, 80s era. And did
No,
you,
no. It started with ano. Yeah, yun, radio. Yes. Yes, and my
mm,
mom really loves music too. So she keeps on
oh,
singing every day
oh,
with the radio. And then but rock and roll music came to me by through Eraserheads and Radiohead.
oh,
Both
I
bands
see.
that ends with head.
Oo, actually alam mo totoo 'yan. Halos lahat na nakilala ko, gitarista siya, bahista, drummer, vocals, they looked into Eraserheads. But ako, totoo lang, I'll be honest,
mm,
my very first influence, believe me or not, Elvis Presley. I started with Elvis
wow.
Presley when I was a kid. Alam mo, idol ko yan, even yung dance step niya, yung tuhod, I used
Yeah.
to mimic that when I was a kid. Bro, totoo, parang my dad will tell me, "Oh, sige nga, Elvis Presley ka nga." Tapos, my mom had me do piano lessons, then
Mm.
transitioned over to guitars when I went high school. Parang, ikaw ba, Sir John, nung high school ka, dun ka talaga naimpluwensyahan ng gusto na magbanda?
Yeah. Yeah. My first band was with high school friends, and we
Mm,
were covering Nirvana. and
solid.
and
Same
ito pa
din.
yung the irony of it all. I was the drummer, even
Oh,
though I didn't know how to play the drums because
I
they
see.
need a drummer. So okay.
Tinesting mo lang siya. Tinesting mo siya
Yeah,
mag-drums
tinesting
and
ko
how
lang.
it
Pero
went.
not
Parang
not really for me. So yeah.
not there for you. I see.
Mhm.
Pero alam mo yun, parang those were interesting facts for artists. Imagine this, si Kel ng Itchy Worms, he
Mm.
doesn't play bass at first. He plays guitars sa unang-unang banda nila na Jugs. So, sabi ko parang nag-adjust na lang siya dumating si Chino eh, di ba? So, in terms of band, or for the urban dub band, were you scouted or you formed it together with Gabby?
Um. Well, the story has been said many times, but I'm gonna tell the story again. I was Lalay's. Kumbaga, it was college. We were classmates in fine arts.
Mm,
We were, I mean, like course mates.
mm,
And Urban Dub was already there, and I
mm,
was her parang tech guy. I was the one bringing the bass.
mm, mm,
Mm.
And then they were looking for another guitarist, and they held anong tawag dito, auditions.
mm.
And then there was this one guitarist who just couldn't get the riff. So
Oh.
I
Oh.
volunteered to, this is how you do it. Do it this
Oh,
way. Parang ganun.
oo.
And then
Mhm.
the rest of the band, silang tatlo, Gab, Lalay, and Jed. our first
Hindi pa
drummer.
si Jan hindi pa si Jan
Yeah,
Jam.
Mm.
our first drummer, si Jed, and then he's in the States now, by the way. So they looked at each other and said, "Why not John?" So yun, it started there.
Oo.
So
So,
ako na
talagang
yung nakuha nila. Yeah,
nakuha mo yung riff na gusto ng dub that
Oo,
yeah.
time, right? So, alam mo ano yan, eh, totoo yan. The answers were really, I mean, the questions was already thrown. But were you the very first person na you mentioned that nakuha mo kaagad yung riff nila? And
Mhm.
did you add tweaks on how Urban Dub sounded before, from birth era until how they
mm.
sound right now?
I I don't know because when we write the songs, si Gab yung nauna eh, and
Mm.
siguro yeah because all four of us will end up tweaking the songs. So
Mm.
maybe in some ways yeah I have a part in what made Urban Dub sound,
Like Urban Dub.
Urban Dub.
Oo.
Mm.
Pero in terms of, 'di ba, syempre, you're part of Urban Dub from start until now, which is really, really great. You've gone to hiatus for like a year, I guess, and
Yeah, a
then
year or two.
a
Yeah,
year or two, yeah, with Lalay.
Okay.
Pero nung yung bumalik kayo, it still sounds the same. It's Urban Dub, right? But
yeah.
going on your side projects with tawag dito, with Fast Pitch, with
Got
si Russell, 'di ba kasama mo dun?
Mm-mm.
Um kasi originally Fast Pitch is not with John Dinopol, right?
Yep.
Originally.
No, no.
Kasama. Did you partake on adding more flavor to Fast Pitch?
With the new lineup,
Yeah.
yeah, because we've been writing new materials,
Mhm.
and the fun thing about the new lineup of Fast Pitch, which I'm really enjoying right now, is that all of us know how to write songs. I mean, like individually, and we throw ideas at each other. Na mga full song namin, like also wrote. I think I already wrote like two full songs for the band.
Mhm.
And then, with the digital world right now, it's that easy to do. You just have to do the work, And then,
Mhm.
emails na lang, and then kanya-kanya ng tweak. So yun.
True.
Yeah.
Pero wala si Max. Pero in terms of writing, do you do the writing in terms of riffs plus the letters, or just the riffs?
Just the riffs. Even the
Ah,
drums and the bass.
pero nagsusulat ka ng kanta?
Ng lyrics for the
Oo,
band? No, no, no. That's
okey.
all Henry.
Ako
Because it would be so weird if I write the lyrics. That'd be my own personal experience in life, and let someone sing it for you. So that singer can't, relate to those words.
oo,
So might as well he do the
totoo.
words,
Kasi parang hindi mo mararamdaman yung
emotions.
feel in terms of
Yeah,
your emotions, in terms of yung ano, nung kanta. Pero, do you have, kasi meron pa isa, eh, Cables and Space,
yeah.
right?
That happened a long time ago, but I decided not to push through with it because having three
Mhm.
bands is too much. You know.
Totoo yan,
Yeah,
totoo yan.
but it
Kasi,
was fun. It
habang
was fun. It was
time,
fun while it lasted. So yeah,
oo, ayan, Max is back. So, in terms
your
of
mic
your
is off again, sir.
nawala na naman. So, in terms of your music, your influences, we talked about, dito ka nagaling, like you listen to E-Heads, you listen to Radiohead. What kind of music, si John Dinopol, if we're gonna ask, what kind of music do you really like? Like, you personally.
Iba-iba eh. I know growing up, I listened to a lot of Air Supply, to a
Solid, no?
lot of Scorpion,
wow.
Si Max,
Outfield.
yan eh. Si
I
Max,
don't
he's a
know.
fan of, di ba? Nagpapiano ka ng mga ganyang kanta, Max?
Oo, mga gano'n. I started
Mm.
those. But
But as I grow up, I listen to a lot of stuff now, and usually
Mm.
I don't even know the artist anymore. I just know the music,
Mm.
and so the kind of music that I like. I grew up radio, and then searching for my own taste online.
Mm.
Growing up. So
Solid. Yeah,
it's
parang
weird
alam
because I
mo,
really like I like R&B. I like love songs. Folk. But when I
Mm,
write music, I ended up, making it so, amplified, so rock and roll.
true. Oo.
Yeah,
So rock and roll, totoo 'yan, eh. The taste of and the sound and taste of
yeah,
John Dinopol's music, alam mo totoo lang kasi, there are things when you play the guitar, there are, sounds na sabi ko, "Saan nanggagaling 'to? Paano nangyari 'tong tunog na 'to?" Saan alam mo 'yun, meron kasing gano'n,
yeah.
eh. For example, when you hear, I'm sure you guys are fan of Rage Against the Machine as well. The very first time I
Oh my
heard
God. By
Tom
the way, this
Morello.
is just water, okay?
Oh, okay, John is not drinking, don't worry, guys. So,
Yeah.
no vices on the show, I'm sorry, pero we can
No,
vape.
it's okay.
Anyhow, when the first time I heard about Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello, it sounded different and parang did you idolize him by chance? Or
Yeah,
inaya mo?
but at that time, he was very revolutionary. He changed the game.
True.
Um, that scratch part, that was his signature. But
Mhm.
when I listened to it for the first time, I thought talaga may turntable,
True,
but
true.
it
I
wasn't.
agree.
It was all guitar, and what an innovative thing to do, diba? Like
Tama.
no one thought of that, on a guitar except him.
True, totoo 'yan. Kasi nung, actually I felt the same way when I watched ano, eh, bata pa ako nung Tom Morello stage, eh. Now, you know nung sinabi sa'kin siya ni Utol, sabi ko, "Ano 'tong Rage Against the Machine na 'to?" So ako tinignan ko, pinanood ko yung video live, wherein it's not
Mm.
live, like live, but it's a live performance by Rage Against the Machine. Then, I took a look at paano ba niya ginagawa yung gitara na yun. And that time wala pa namang video na i-zo-zoom in yung pedals, eh, 'di ba? So yung gitara niya, he was doing the scratching ta's tinatanggal niya anong tawag diyan, yung jack, and
Yung
he's
jack,
gonna
yeah.
go oo, parang sobrang solid. Uh, is there by chance that you played Rage Against the Machine music? Like, did you cover him or ano?
Just the riff, just the
Just
riff, but not the because I consider myself I'm not a technical guitarist,
mhm.
so I can't do what he does. But I can only do like jan jan chik, jan jan chik, chik,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
Parang
the wow
napaka-ano yun, eh,
chorus. Yeah,
yun yung ano, eh, yun yung ano tawag dito, siya yung, worldwide in general music when in terms of riff.
yeah,
Go
it's
sa
a
parade
rate.
kaagad. Go sa parade kaagad, yeah.
Mm.
So, what kind of music would you like to parang kung ikaw, what type of music do you love to cover kung magko-cover ka ng kanta?
Hmm, that's kind of hard.
I'm sorry, sorry, sorry.
Then Deftones. Well, that's already given.
Uh, fast pitch tone, right? That's fast pitch, Deftones.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
ano pa ba? Oh my God. Siguro hindi in line sa rock.
Mhm,
Any songs from Sade. Because I know na less is more sila with the guitars eh. So,
mhm,
and that would be the discipline of to not give it all and just
mhm.
just to serve the song lang. I think I would love to be in a band that covers Sade.
Sure
Marunong
day.
ka dun? Did you cover I'm sorry,
Sure day, if I'm not mistaken, it's parang it's a jazz group,
Yeah,
if I'm not
the
mistaken.
jazz.
Spyro
oh,
Gyra, Sade,
Yeah.
those mga
Uh,
incognito,
yeah.
ganun. Sarap sa
See,
tenga nun.
sarap
we covered a Sade song. It's called
Mm,
"No Ordinary Love." So if you guys didn't
oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
that's
do
a
that
Sade
after that.
song.
Brother, that's a really
Yeah,
good cover that you guys did.
Mm,
yeah,
The
thank
very
you.
first one na narinig ko ng No Ordinary Love was with Deftones. And
Yeah,
then
I did. Well,
lumabas
actually, I was the one pushing for it, and I didn't
ah,
know that Deftones covered it. So
oh,
maybe.
nung narinig ko yung Deftones, sabi ko, "Okey, ang bigat." Tapos
Mm-mm.
nagkaroon kayo ng rendition niya, sabi ko, ang sweet nung tunog. Alam mo yung sobrang creamy nung tunog. Sabi ko, "Tangina, saan galing" sorry for your French, pero saan galing 'tong tunog na 'to? And they did it
mm,
like, alam mo yun, it's like jazzy feel still, pero
Mm-mm.
on a rock version, eh, 'di ba?
Yeah,
So, yun. So, yun guys, kaya sila naggawa ng cover ng No Ordinary Love because of that.
mhm.
It's a fun fact, right?
yeah.
So, amongst your originals, I know this was answered and questioned before.
Mhm.
What do you love to perform the most? Or what do you
Yes.
love the most? Ano yung pinaka-paborito mo sa lahat?
But I'm gonna go with our go-to set list for now. So from that go-to set list, that will be mostly singles.
Mm,
There was a time that I was so tired of soul searching and first of summer because we really have to play it all the time. But during the later years of performing it, it kind of brought me back to why urban dub is urban dub right now,
mm, mm.
and it made it you know that thought made it fun for me to play those songs again.
I
So,
see.
I guess
Kasi,
those singles, yeah, on
oo,
that
ang
on
I
our
guess,
present set list, and on
yeah.
the non set list,
Song of the year, di ba? Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. So, Soul Searching Song of the Year 2005?
2003 Soul Searching was the
2003.
song of the year,
Mm.
and then 2004 Influence, which
Was
was
Album of
Soul
the Year.
Searching was there. It became
Uh,
album of the year.
that was the very first CD from Urban Dub that I purchased eh.
Thank you.
Wala nang tape yung time na yun. Oh, that was the
Wala.
very first
Mm.
CD.
Yeah, yeah. And that was
And I
an
was
independent album,
It was an independent album,
Yeah.
correct. I was really down that time. Soul searching helped me until now. I have an episode here in Unip, EP3. I discussed about soul searching. I haven't, connected with you yet that time. I was discussing about soul searching, how it helped me. The lyrics is really solid. Alam mo, pare, yung pag pinakinggan mo siya, whatever you do, you choose life, right? Parang
True.
from a perspective of a listener, and even your producer might think about this na, saan galing to? Saan na nila nahatak yung soul searching song? Alright.
Iba
That's
yung
Uh,
aura,
Gabby.
bro.
Yeah, that's Gabby.
and it's Gabby, diba? But you added flavor for that, right?
Yeah,
Especially the
we
part
did.
of yung tahimik muna, diba? Parang that was your part on the guitars. And
Yeah.
you were using what kind of effects for that specific song?
Oh my god. Uh, on the studio, we're using a Behringer V amp for all of our tones,
Mm.
but
So,
live, I only use the amp for my clean, the
mm,
metal zone for my dirt, and the DD3, which was the delay, and TR2 for the tremolo, and then a crybaby. That's it. That was my rig before.
but now you're using the HD 500,
500X,
right?
yeah, from Line
Yeah.
6.
Can we take a look at that? How do you usually loop in your things in terms of your effects? Like, say for
Can I go
example,
grab
me.
it? Yeah, can I
Sige,
go
sige.
grab it?
Yeah, sige,
Go, go,
sige.
go.
Please do.
Wait, wait. Yeah,
Kasi
I'm mute
ako,
my mic. Wait.
all right, all right.
Okay.
Since we're waiting for that, my
Mm.
usual loop, Max, ewan ko kung narinig mo na sa gitara ko to. My usual
Oo.
loop is
Clean.
from and then my preamp settings,
Mm.
and then may dirt tone, and then I add chorus if needed para dun
Yeah.
sa tunability. Then I put in my
Mm.
uh, compressor. So yun yung usual na takbo
Yeah.
ko. The reason why I want to go ahead and hear it from John
Okay, I'm
Dinopol
here.
himself
I'm back.
is
Yeah.
baka naman magtunog John Dinopol ako after neto podcast na to.
Well, this
Inspiring,
is my
inspiring
HD
artist.
500X.
Wow.
This is my rig for so long now. I think it's been with me
You've
for
been using
since
the pod
2017, I guess.
so
Wow.
5 years. 5 years
Yeah.
Mm.
na effects mo na. And
Yeah.
what songs were written using that nung ginamit mo siya?
Can't remember because Urban Dub's last album was 2013, and then wala pa akong HD
Oh, it's
500X.
more on
Yeah.
live. You use it for
More
live.
on, I'm just I've been simulating those tones here.
Hindi ba
Yeah.
siya mahirap? Kasi coming from, I'm an analog user.
Oh no, I
Nung
think
una
I'm gonna go grab a charger for my camera.
Okay, no worries.
Camera's gone.
no
Yeah.
Okay.
problem, no
I
problem.
mean, you can ask away. I will answer.
All
Oo.
right.
Yung kasi ako, I'm an analog user, eh. Parang I transition over to digital effects. Yan si Max nasaksihan niya yan how I play the
Mm.
guitar. Naka pedal board pa ako. And then I transition over to digital. I've been asking around, is it really hard for you to transition from the pedal the analog phase going to the digital phase?
Well, 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 for me, not really, because if you have enough knowledge, going through the analog, especially
Mm.
with the amp,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be so hard because it's all there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, guys, about the
It's
technical
okay.
That's
difficulties,
fine.
but
That's fine.
it'll be
Medyo.
on in a while. So,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I feel the same. Minsan yan, namamatay na ako ng camera sa gitna ng
Mhm.
podcast. But yeah, sa podcast naman kasi it's more on the audio, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
As
speaking
long as
of
the
audio,
other's clear.
exactly. In terms of audio, you were using the HD 500. Um, what type of, yun nga, yung loop nung tunog mo, what's the usual loop that you use for, or are you using the same rig setup, then transfer it over or transition it over to digital lang? Or you added more flavor to it?
What was that again?
Yun, yung kunyari 'di ba naka-analog ka before and then, of course the urban dub sound came from the analog phase, eh. Then paano mo siya niloop?
I
How
think
does you loop?
I think sequence yung sinasabi mo, bro. If I'm not
Or
mistaken.
yeah,
Sequencing ng
oo.
effects. Yes.
Well, of course, read the manual first, of course, and then actually yung tone it grows on you. So hahanapin mo talaga siya. So, yun.
Mhm. So ano
And
ka, parang kapa-kapa dun sa knobs 'no? Parang
yeah, yeah.
unti-unti. Oo. And
Right.
what's yung pinakapaborito mong part ng HD 500? Like, what's the main feature? For example, if, the guys, our listeners wanna go ahead and, buy a multiple effect pedal, ano yung pinaka-buy-in mo for using HD 500?
Yeah, I'm back. With the HD 500X, actually with the Line 6, I had an M13 before this. Um, the particle verb sold me. It that was their selling point sa akin. For
Mm,
me na nagawa ng Line 6. I mean, like that reverb sounded so sweet. It felt like you're in a cave, but in a cave of clouds. So I
mm.
don't know if
That's
you can
actually
get that.
how yeah, that's actually how, the dub sounded like, right? The
Yeah.
reverb, the cave-like tone. Alam mo, in terms of pagigitara, share ko lang. You have the sound of Mike Einziger with the
Uh,
distortion part. Parang
I
it
think so.
sounded like angelic sound. Yeah, yeah. Kasi yun yung yung I don't want to go ahead and spill the beans in terms of how you play your guitars and everything. But
Mm.
for the listeners' benefit, can you share at least one ratio, or how do you parang manage yung knobs mo? What's
Yeah.
the kunwari, etong knob na to for the reverb, it should be on the treble sides. Yada yada
I
yada.
don't know. I mean, like I have to turn it on, but
You know.
I don't have the, the gears with me. But
Mahabang usapan yan,
I
bro.
mean, like I mean,
Mm.
for me, the most important thing for a guitarist to learn first,
Mm,
especially na a Filipino guitarist, na you buy your pedals and then you connect your guitar sa pedals and then your pedals go straight to the amp. I think the first thing that I can advise is find the right clean tone that you really like on the amp
mm,
with all of your effects turned off, and then from that clean tone, that's how you dun ka magbe-base kung paano mo timplahin yung effects mo
Right.
from that
Right.
clean sound. So
I see.
I
Agree.
mean,
So
like that's how I did it. I mean, that's how we
mm,
did it back in Cebu.
Sir John, I actually have one quick question.
Sure.
Because I noticed that I mean, I'm a big fan of Mesa Boogie. Which specific Mesa Boogie are you using for the amp as well? Amp and the heads and the cab.
uh I was I had um a dual rectifier, uh pero yung clean channel lang naman talaga yung ginagamit ko dun.
Okay.
mhm,
Just because yun nga yung setup ng mga Pinoy na
Mm.
effects then goes to the amp.
Yeah.
So
mhm,
yun lang yung channel 1 lang na clean ng Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. But on recordings, I use the amps, dirty channels, because it
Mm.
sounds more natural and mas busog yung sound niya.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's right.
And with the cab on my live performances, also a Mesa Boogie, pero sa transatlantic siya na cabinet
Okay.
I see.
from Mesa Boogie.
Nice.
Oh, you guys were dubbed as you bring your own equipment, even the amps. Totoo ba yun? Ganun kayo ka-metikuloso sa tunog na you bring your own.
When
Totoo
we
ba
were
yun?
given, yeah, well, thank you to, sorry, shameless plug to JB Music Philippines, uh, for having us as endorsers, that we were given the
Mm,
chance to do that. I mean, like,
mm,
and we were so lucky na the amps given to us was the amps that we liked. So yun. Thank you to JB for that. And yeah, we do that because we don't want our sound compromised.
Mhm.
exactly. Alam mo
Yeah.
kasi
Yeah.
parang ano
And
yan
I
eh,
think we reached the age of na we need to do that, you know.
oo.
Uh,
Kasi alam mo for a well-known artist, parang ganito lang yan eh. You buy something like a camera, then after that, when you tested the camera, it doesn't perform the same way as you expected the camera to be. And
mhm.
then let's put it on the band basis wherein I paid for Urban Dub. It doesn't sound like Urban Dub, di ba? Parang ganun. Ganun yung parang perspective niya, the way I look at it. But in terms of your performance, John, what is yung music nyo na gustong-gusto mong pina-perform ng live? Alam mo yun, yung parang, I know you have set list. Say, for
Yeah, yeah.
example, you have Soul Searching, the everyone's favorite,
The
the
versus summer.
versus
Mhm.
Summer. Even my wife loves it. Like,
Yeah.
nung nalaman niya na, you were interviewing Urban Tub? Sabi niya, sabi ko, yeah. Sabi ko, bakit? It's John Dinopol, and I connected with him. Sabihin mo sa kanya, shout out. I'm a big fan of Urban Dub. Yeah, she is. And the ever loving, the ever, sabi nga nila, gas na yung tugtog ng
Yeah.
first summer, and everyone's clapping to it. But if you're gonna be given a chance to pick your own song list or set list for your gigs, ano yung gusto mo i-perform?
Yeah, I was supposed to answer that kanina then what's on the set list that I like and what's not on the set list that I like. So
Mhm.
so this is the question. So uh marami eh. Well, I like to perform the Arsonist
Oh,
from the album Embrace. Like I enjoy playing Safety and Numbers and Reveal the Remedy of the same album. I also like Lover Among Ruins from Influence,
sweet.
Versus, and yeah, that's all.
It's gonna be a
Quite
solid
quite
lineup.
poetic from Influence.
It
Yeah, I also like that one.
quite poetic na. It has
Yeah.
been my anthem for almost a year.
Wow, thank you.
Kasi talagang quite poetic. Kasi I was, going to the office every day. Napaka-poetic naman ng ginagawa ko. Alam mo yun?
Mm.
Um, you know, Urban Dub has been a soundtrack of 90% of kids growing up through the new metal.
Mhm.
And what would you share for the new fans of Urban Dub?
What would I share?
Or let's say
Uh, uh,
sabihin mo sa kanila,
like
listen
a
to this.
song or something?
Uh,
Um, well, I think the younger, what do you call it? So the younger generation of listeners of music right now, uh, I think they can relate to the earlier albums like
mm,
Influence, Embrace, and then
mm,
Under Southern Lights because we were all growing up at that time. And
mm,
then since they're young and still growing up, maybe they can pick up something from those albums that they can relate to,
true.
growing up. Because that was mostly the theme of those albums, the growing up, the pains, the hardships, the heartbreaks,
Mm,
and
true.
there's
That's
this
actually
annoying insect flying.
okay lang yan. Ganun lang naman
So,
ganun lang yan na
Sir,
nagkakaroon si Sir John.
Sir
Sorry,
John, I actually have another question.
Sure, sure.
What is the specific song that pag every time you perform on the stages, parang sabihin na natin that is very special to you and you're somehow affected by that song?
Um, the arsonist, yeah, especially the end part of that song, it always gets me. So yun, yeah. For the reason that for a time you get so weak, you get so vulnerable about what you did with your life, and then those lyrics, it just it just hits you right there.
Exactly. Parang meron talagang ano, meron talagang even me,
Meron talaga.
uh, yeah, even me, again, going back, soul searching has been, the song of my life. Like, whatever I do, I have to choose life because I've been struggling with the anxiety and depression before. Then, every time that music was played on the radio, even randomly, I get hyped. Parang I guess that brings me to a question wherein sabi mo kanina merong mga tough times during writing process of the songs from influence going to Under Southern Lights, even the birth. Um, did those music help you through your tough times?
Um, yeah, I guess so. Indirectly, because um, after we've written Influence, we were already writing the next album, which is called Embrace. We were going through a transitional phase. You know, we had
Mm,
to choose if we should be staying in Cebu or be based here in Manila. So somehow, performing music and chasing that dream, indirectly, it helped a lot because we have to choose like leaving our families, our friends, our
mm,
comfort zone. So yeah, and doing that by performing music helped a lot.
true. Even personally, no, parang kunwari may problema ka and you play with your band, does it remove all the stress out of everything?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, like, uh, you may be going through a lot of bad things in life,
mm,
and then when you're on stage, you just have to let it out, without hurting anyone. You just have to, magwala ka sa stage.
oo,
Just
parang okay lang no? Okay.
rock hard as you can, and you sweat it out, and you feel good afterwards. It's like a
True.
breakdown, a good breakdown.
Yeah.
Mhm. Parang sabi nga ni Bjorn kanina, I was with Bjorn of Arcadia, and The Way of Silence earlier. Sabi niya, even after when he goes to the gym, he plays the guitar, after that, he feels good after. Parang, alam mo yun, it removes every negativity out of you whenever you play. And that's what I see with John Dinopol. I guess the question is, yung pagtalon-talon mo sa stage, parang, is it because of the hype of the music or this is John Dinopol's style of performance?
Uh, Both, I guess. I mean, like, it just came out to me. At first, I enjoyed watching international bands do it.
Mm.
Why can't I do that? So when I tried it, it became natural, and
Parang sarap sa feeling, gano'n.
doing it at the right, specific right moment in a song is it's just an expression of how like how I wish it was this way, but you express it by jumping.
By jumping, yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Kasi ang daming gitarista na tumatalon sa stage, eh. Last Monday, I was with Monday ba or Tuesday? Sorry, Thursday. I was really out of day, sorry. Last Thursday, I was with Riot. It's a punk band based here in Manila. Sila Joe Puangco of Riot, si Johnny Riot na tinatawag nila. And he shared a funny gig wherein the guitarist jumped tapos lumusot siya dun sa stage.
Oh
Is
my god.
there a totoo, I posted here in Unip yung photo nun. Tawa ako ng tawa na totoo pala siya, nangyayari siya. Even yung kinikwento ni Jesso na Ian did the Diablo front flip tapos nalaglag siya sa stage, nabutas yung stage, and nawala siya totally dun sa stage.
Yeah.
Do you have those experience with Urban Dub wherein, funny gig that happened with you guys?
Now, for me, the funniest thing that happened to me was when I was doing guitar flips.
Mhm.
The guitar came off.
Oh, as in kumilapo.
That was a mall gig, and you know uh, I was enjoying the guitar flips a lot. So I did it so hard, the strap came off. It did
Oh,
not break the strap; it just came off me.
Hopefully, it's not a
No,
the
no,
PRS one.
no.
No,
It
no.
was the my SZ320 na Ibanez.
Mm.
Yeah,
So how's
yeah.
the
No,
guitar right now? I mean,
it's
ano siya,
okay.
kamusta?
Yeah, yeah.
Durog na siya
Matibay
or
naman. Yeah.
tibay naman? Kasi, it happened to me before. I flipped the guitar, nalaglag. So, sabi ko, hindi ko na siya gagawin ulit. Kalokohan 'to. Pero, that was on the hype of music when you do that. So, natanggal yung strap, natanggal lahat.
Mm.
And did the roadie did something for that? Like, pumunta yung
Wala
roadie
na.
sa'yo,
Not
inabot niya
really.
yung bagong
Ako na yung pinakamabilis na kinuha ko na kaagad yung the
oo.
guitar just fell off in front of me. So, no problem
Siyempre
there.
tanggal yung ano nun, tanggal yung, are you using, tawag dito, wireless or is it
Yeah,
wired
yeah.
that time?
I was using a wireless system.
Oo.
Mm.
Actually yan si Russell ganyan, eh, sa Sky, there was one discussion point wherein nasipa nung kasi when they perform talagang magulo. It's Sky Church, eh, 'di ba? Na
Mm.
napatid yung isang crowd kasi what they do is they give an additional mic for the crowd to sing with them. So anong nangyari, parang umakyat yung isang fan, napatid siya dun sa string ay sa wire ni Russell and the music para tumigil. Kasi wala yung gitarista, ay wala yung bahista, wala rin yung vocalista. Meron bang time wherein kaya ka nag-wireless because of that?
Not really. The choice na magwa-wireless was, just an idea na to get rid of all the cables on stage, and
Mhm.
since we move a lot, we don't need unnecessary, you know, mga parang anong tawag niya, mga stops along the way of doing, rocking out. So it
Mhm.
was just a choice na. Sige, wireless na.
Oo, parang lahat
Mm.
yata kayo, eh, 'no? Even
Yeah,
Gabby
yeah.
and
Mm.
Lalay, ano? Si Ross din, I watched a show of you guys na si Ross yung nagigitara. Um, si Ross din is using wireless as well, right?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
Lalay?
Yeah.
Okay,
All of us.
cool. I guess that's one part of your embarrassing moment as well, right? Yung nalaglag yung gitara mo, parang
Yeah,
gano'n.
yeah.
Eh, if you won't be a musician, kunwari, hindi ka naging part ng Urban Dub or Urban Dub didn't happen at all, where do you think you are right now?
I, I, well, I graduated fine arts,
Hmm.
majoring in advertising. So I think I'll be in that field somewhere. Arts pa rin.
Hmm.
I'll be doing graphics, you know, which I also love to do.
Graphic artist talaga,
Yeah,
ano?
yeah.
Kasi alam mo ito yung ano, stereo for all of the musicians. Even Kazi, they're all fine arts students, right? Um, ang daming sobrang daming fine arts students na naging musician. Meron ba siyang on your own perspective, meron siyang correlation?
I think so. The arts. I mean, because both demands expression. So I think, yeah, relative lang sila because of that. Anything that
True,
has to do with creativity, that's the art for me, and expression.
true, true. Agree, agree.
Yeah, ibang form lang
Um,
siya. Same art pa
Mm.
rin.
form
Mm.
oo, form of art. Kasi parang lahat, eh. Ako, I draw, my kids draw. Parang ano siya, genetically, alam mo yun, it's being passed along. My dad is an architect, tapos mommy ko is a musician as well.
Wow,
Um,
nice genes,
eh,
man.
yeah, yeah. It has been passed along through generations. My great grandfather was an architect as well. Tapos yung kapatid ko, arkitekto siya. I'm a tattoo artist as well. Parang lahat yun, parang yung anak ko naman ngayon, he's trying to draw. He's a lefty.
Mm.
He's drawing. Tapos naging hindrance siya on playing guitars kasi left-handed eh. So lahat ng gitara ko dito, right-handed. So parang paano ko siya tuturuan? Diba? Yun yung nagiging problema. Speaking of guitars, I'm seeing a lot of guitars in the background right now. Amongst your guitars, what is your favorite guitar? Na
Um,
talagang pag
um, yeah, that would have to be my first guitar. Well, but my first guitar is not here. Um, it's an Epiphone Goth Les Paul.
oh,
I mean, like, that was my hard-earned money. I was working for it. So,
mm,
yun. That'd be my favorite guitar of all time. But
your
on this
go-to
lineup, yeah.
uh,
But on this lineup right now, that would be my Fender Telecaster and my signature guitar na Fernando. Na
Fernando. It's a
yeah.
signature guitar given by Fernando, right?
Yeah, that I designed. This is the one. So if you can see, there's the logo. There's the logo of Dub.
Yeah, yeah, there's a
A
logo.
must-have guitar. A
Yeah.
must-have guitar.
Actually, alam mo, yung mga access ng mga tao, I often ask for that. Kanina si Bjorn pinakita niya, this was my very first guitar, yada yada yada. Do you have special connection with your guitar whenever you play? Let's say, for example, your go-to guitar, your signature guitar. Do you have special attachment with that guitar every time you play?
Um, this guitar is yet to be used. You know, on a live performance because
Mhm.
I I upgraded the pickups on this one, and then I really loved it now.
What
So
kind of pickups are you using, by the way?
actually, it's just a stock pickup from PRS
Mhm.
that I
Mm.
put it there and it really sounded good. It really sounded good.
Oo. Actually, alam mo, yun nga yung kanina pinag-uusapan natin pre-production. It's the Indian, not the pana. Whatever you, let's say ako bibili ko ng signature guitar ni John Dinopol. I won't sound like John Dinopol. It's John Dinopol. It should dun
Yeah,
nagagaling.
people will always sound how they sound, no matter how hard they try to sound someone else, like somebody else. So yun.
Parang ano ba siya automatically, no? Parang when I hand over a guitar to you, talaga yun na yung magiging tunog mo and you will just adjust the knobs and everything.
Yeah, I
Na
think
ganun
so. I will find my own sound, like no matter what, kung ano pa
Tsaka,
yan.
bro, ano kasi, when it comes to the one thing I noticed, which is, kaya ako naging sobrang big fan, napaka-distinct ng tunog niya. Pag narinig mo, oh, this is John Dinopol. If you're gonna compare it with other guitarists or even the effects, pag narinig mo siya, oh, I knew it. This is John.
Oo, Dinopol. May signature.
Oh,
There's a
there
signature
is, there
sound.
is, there is.
Thank you.
So, going to the next topic. Ako, this is just my passion. Doing music, doing podcasting, graphics, graphic artist, yeah, mga photography and videography and sounds. What are your day-to-day things like? Sino ba si John Dinopol when I bump into the streets?
Na John Dinopol is a loving boyfriend to his girlfriend
Mm,
who enjoys cooking, and ano pa ba? What's my day to day? Well, as me and my girlfriend, we spend time with our dog. Um, Normal things. We walk the dog. We you know ano pa ba?
like, do you have
Mm, what was that?
do you have a day job like papasok sa office?
No, no, I don't have a day job. I'm still a musician through and through, and also a cook, which my girlfriend pushed me to be. Not
Mm,
forced, but that inspired me to be a cook because I didn't know that I had it. And
mm.
suddenly I was surprised. Wow, I can cook that. you
Oh,
know,
not everyone can cook. Totoo 'yan.
yeah,
Ako,
Agree.
but she
ako
inspired me to do so. So uh, thank you, love.
true. Yan, speaking of the cook, follow their Facebook page, guys. They have a cuisine, an online cuisine you can order through facebook.com/Wango Kitchen.
Yeah, there
So,
you go.
yan. I haven't tested it, but most probably I'll order it in the next few weeks. Try natin.
Yeah, but for now we're on some kind of a hiatus because of the pandemic. But we have
Mm,
to uh, clean our place the whole up again. Just to make
mm.
sure that our food is safe and
Nice.
quality.
Oo, kasi alam mo, I opened up may kitchen recently. It's a Japanese kitchen na ako mismo yung nagluluto. Then sabi ko, parang hindi ko kaya. Ang gusto ko, may magluto na kasama ko, katuwang mo, kung kumbaga.
Mm-mm.
Natatakot ako na baka kunin yung recipe ko eh. So, do you have specific recipes that you can go ahead and, kunwari ako the listeners right now who's tuned in and who's gonna be listening to this, what kind of food can John Dinopol offer on the plate?
Right now, yeah,
Yeah,
I can. Well, my girlfriend said to me that I cook great beef salpicao, even though she cooks better than me. Well, I can do that. I can also do aglio olio. That's a pasta.
mhm.
Um, I can also do. I know how to make great meatball bolognese.
So more on
Uh,
Italian, you know. Ikaw ba, Max,
yeah.
nagluluto ka?
Ako, nagkakain lang
Oo.
ako bro eh. More on eating.
Si Max malakas kumain yan, eh, saan, eh,
Mm.
ilang parties ng family namin, he was invited, he was playing piano for the whole event, and I'm singing, tapos pagchibugan na, nangunguna yan, nandun, kumukuha ng pagkain. There was one
Pinahiya mo
set
pa talaga ako bro ah.
there was one set, I remember this, there was one set na ano, eh, usually 'pag yung pamilya ko nagpapaano, we have this, ano tawag dun, Max, yung iniinuman natin lagi, yung, um, bar,
Bar, yeah.
yung middle bar, yeah.
Mm.
And then sabi ko, "Max, set na ata natin, game na tayo, babalik na tayo sa stage." "Teka lang bro, inom muna tayo." We were really ano, kasi matagal ko na kilala si Max, and you know, he plays really good piano.
Mhm.
Sa kanya ko rin narinig yung sabi ko kanina, 'di ba, it's the Indian not the pana. Sa kanya ko nakita yung meron akong nung bata ako, meron akong piano na binigay sa akin ng mommy ko. It doesn't sound great 'pag ako yung nagpapiano. Sabi niya, we were playing sa teleperformance yung Max, right? 2007? Okay. Matagal na 'to, eh. Sabi ko, "Sige, may piano ako dito." Dinala ko sa event. He just tuned in. Yung iba-iba niya lang niya yung knobs. Sabi ko, "Saan mo nakuha yung ganyan tunog? Paano mo ginagawa yan?" You know? It's really the Indian at the pana, you know? Yeah, katulad ni Sir John Dinopol, wherein, you know, he plays the guitar na siya lang yung distinct na nakakagawa nun.
That's the
So,
reason,
yun.
bro. Ano, from keyboardist and going to be a wannabe guitarist because of Sir John. Sobrang ganun yung influence niya sa akin when I heard
Kaya
Salamat,
nga
him
meron
salamat.
silang
play.
album na ano, eh, meron silang album na influence, eh, 'di ba? Because of that.
Yeah.
Influence. Talagang malaking impluwensya ang Urban Dub, and guys, please continue making this great music, you know, until generations and generations, kahit kung puwede nga 'wag na kayo tumanda, ganyan na lang kayo.
Yeah.
Pero in terms of the beard growing, I noticed you've been growing beard ever since, 'no? Parang
Yeah, yeah.
lahat yata ng photo op niyo, lahat ng gig niyo may balbas si John Dinopol, eh.
Mm.
Parang was there a time that you shaved your beard and your mustache, then sabi sa inyo ng
Yeah, I
mga
kept on shaving growing up, I kept on shaving it, but I grew tired of shaving, so I ended up not trimming is okay na. And
oo, parang na yun,
to
'no?
look more of a man,
Sabi nga nila,
I
eh,
just,
manly may balbas.
ganyan
Oo,
na. I'm like,
astig,
and my
astig.
girlfriend
Pero
is comfortable looking at me na ganito ako, so
may
no
balbas naman.
problem. Yeah.
It's cool. Alam mo, you know, there are groups and Facebook pages, na merong Balbas Pilipinas, and alam mo ako dati I don't grow beard, eh. Parang ako may konti lang talaga, as in konti lang. And then, you know, na-compliment ako ng wife ko. Sabi niya sa'kin, "You know, you have to start growing your beard. Maganda pa, bagay pala sa'yo. It looks manly." Kasi I'm being ano, eh, stereoed na bading siguro 'to. Bading siguro 'to. Ano 'to, eh, ano, pero sabi niya, "You have to grow beard para magmukha kang lalaki." Sabi sa'kin. Gano'n. Um, you know, going to that topic, what's something that people seems to misunderstand about you? Like, 'pag ano, sinasabihan ka bang, ano, "Mabait naman yan si John, eh," gano'n. Or what's the thing that misunderstands or people misunderstands about you?
Well, misconception na a lot of people tell me na masungit daw ako or siguro intimidating. Yeah, I'm not really. I'm like, you just have to talk to me, then I talk back.
Obviously,
Mm,
Sir John Dinopol is on our podcast channel, and
yeah, parang ganito
again,
lang. Oh, yeah,
'di ba? You just have to approach them.
yeah,
People, don't be intimidated with, you know, with these artists. They are good guys. They're just busy. They're just, you know, they have their daily things in life. Sabi nga ni RDC sa akin, okay naman na kausapin ako, wag lang akong kukulitin, 'di ba? You just have to message them, ask them
yeah, yeah.
nice, you know, right? So,
They're still
ayun.
humans, man.
Yeah,
Mm.
true, true. Speaking of,
It
if
may
you
seem na I talk much like yun ngayon sa podcast, but in reality, in public places and social events, I'm really just a quiet guy. But I think that's why people say na masungit ako or
mm,
intimidating. But I just
basta
wanna be.
tahimik.
I'm just a quiet person socially.
Oo.
But
Speaking of
you know,
socials,
yeah,
you can catch Urban Dub this 20th of March at 19 East, gates at 500 pesos. So that's the upcoming gig of Urban Dub. It's
yeah,
posted through facebook.com/Urban Dub as well.
yeah.
And
That'd be
yeah,
a special gig because I think 2 years. walang hindi kami nakakita ng crowd
Oo, yan.
because of this pandemic. But yeah, I hope to see you there, guys. Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll be there. I already invited my team. The whole unit team will be there.
Me as well,
Uh,
bro, and my
yeah,
girlfriend.
we'll be there. So, yeah, speaking of catching up with this situation of the pandemic, syempre after 2 years, you guys haven't played. Like, what are we gonna
Yeah.
expect, you guys? Is it gonna be the same sound, or of course, definitely, it's gonna be the same
Yeah,
sound.
it will be the same. Only older, the looks will be older.
2 years is long.
In 2 years' time, you with the stress that goes with the pandemic, it may or may not show that we're older now. So, but I hope to see you there. 20th, it will be
Yeah,
tons of fun.
true,
Yeah,
true. We'll be rocking with Urban Dub on that day.
Of course.
So, I'll be reading some comments. Hey, pa-shout out naman po, Alon Sebastian. Hey, Alon Sebastian.
what's
Shout
up?
out.
Yeah, and he commented master. Yeah.
Actually, ano yan, mga kabanda ko, most of yung mga friends ko, which is also big fan of Sir John, watch the stream. Talagang naghakot ako, sabi, oh my God, Sir John is going to be on podcast.
Actually, akala ko maihi-ihi ako nung sabi nung nag-agree si John, nag-message siya, "Oh, sige, I can't wait." I can't wait for the day. For Katie Cruz Kasapaw, I think share ko lang, kaya musikerong Unip kasi siya si musikerong Pinoy naman. He has a page for brass instrument players. You can check out his page. Member din
Yes.
ako doon. He's a brass instrument player in who's based in UAE right now. Shout out sa'yo. Kaya siya naging UNIP kasi I have to change names sa'yo kung may kaparehas. So
Yeah.
UNIP is basically, kabaliktaran ng Pinoy, Jeprox, syempre. So yan, si
Mhm.
Sir Nico Velasco, see
Velasco.
you sa 19
Ano
East.
yan,
Yeah, be
bro,
there.
bassist yan ng Howler Project na barkada rin as well.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. Which is
So,
a big fan.
ayun. All right, good, good, great. Alam mo, ang lakas ng hata. We'll be seeing you guys kung hindi. Hanapin namin kayo sa Facebook at kukulitin namin kayo. We'll be live on that specific day as well. I don't want to spill the beans, but I'll be talking to some of the band members as well. So, yeah, going back on the pandemic situation, um, you know, it's been 2 years. Paano nyo, how did Urban Dub manage the pandemic situation?
Actually, I think indirectly or unconsciously, it was a time of self-reflection for the band. So, yung gigs lang namin is like online gigs. That's it. We made two uh, gigs in Bulod, which
Mhm.
that was in the mountains. Na sobrang konti lang din yung tao. We had 20
Mhm.
people watching us. And then, so the whole pandemic was just our, a time for reflection on, of ourselves. Siguro what we are without the band, what
True.
makes us who we are individually without the band. So,
Kasi parang
yeah.
sobrang tagal nun. Sobrang tagal niyo magkakasama. I heard one I mean I read one article about Urban Dub writing songs. If I'm not mistaken, that was Under Southern Lights. You wrote the song Up in the Mountains, right?
And then that was the apparition.
Apparition, I see. I
That was
see.
the
So,
album after Under Southern Lights.
mhm. Parang is it true that you guys went up,
Yeah, yeah,
sa
yeah.
you
We stayed
isolated
there
yourself?
for like 2 months, I guess, or 3 months. Okay,
Solid,
that's my dog. We stayed
That
there
that's
for 2 to 3 months. We just wrote songs, and that was the apparition.
solid. Guys, you have to listen for the new guys who started listening to Urban Dub. I suggest go to the Birth album first and run through it. The whole album walang tapon, sabi ko nga. And
Thank you.
every album is completely different with the other albums that they have. And I'm a fan of yung mga bandang ganyan eh. Sorry, I have to throw this question. Kasi maraming banda na, for example, ito yung tunog nila on the first album, then once they transition over to the second, third, and so on, nagpare-parehas yung tunog. Do
Hmm.
you do you do you suggest that to your bandmates that we have to change the tone of music as we progress?
Not really, but uh, I think the sound of urban dub also progresses through time because of the you know how technology changes the tones
Mhm.
and the quality of sound. So I think the evolution of technology is the only reason why it sounds different, from each
Mm.
album.
I see, solid, eh. Kasi parang ako hindi ako, no cooking on this, I really I'm a big fan of Urban Dub, the how you guys sound, and, it's not just the sound, it's the lyrics itself, right? How Gabi
It's the music,
Alipe
yeah.
Yeah, how Gabi Alipe writes the song is sobrang tagos, eh. Parang meron siyang kanta na, "Ako 'to, eh." 'Di ba? Parang gano'n.
Mhm.
And I guess meron ka rin gano'n sa mga music niyo? Meron kang, "Ako 'to. This is John Dinopol." Right?
Sa guitars lang siguro, yeah.
Sa guitar, oo.
Yeah.
I noticed your dog. I noticed your dog. GSD ba siya?
Yeah, he is. He is. I mean, she is, and she looks like a Belgian Malinois, but she's
Yeah,
just a
they
short-haired German Shepherd.
oo, kasi
Mm.
usually balbon yan, eh. I have a
Yeah.
corgi. I'm a fan of big dogs, yung malalaki talaga, but hindi siya feasible dito sa bahay.
Mm-mm.
They might attack the kids, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ito napaka-ironic, corgi kinagat yung anak ko, and, imagine it's a
Oh.
corgi.
Mm.
So parang yun, hindi naman sila ano, parang siguro tapakan niya yung paa or ano, kasi wala namang buntot ang corgi
Mm-mm.
So, in terms of animals, meron kang do you believe in spirit animals? Like ikaw,
I don't know. Maybe because
ikaw.
why would they end up being so close to you? I mean,
Mhm.
there she is again. I mean, our dog sleeps with us, on the bed.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. So maybe they are spirit
Yeah,
animals.
spirit.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Max, meron ka bang spirit animal na sa tingin mong meron ka?
Ako, I used to have a dog before. Yung hybrid siya ng ano, they call this ng Chow Chow tsaka ng Siberian Husky. So, para siyang Akita. If you're familiar with Chasky or Chowski.
Mm.
Just happened to be that that dog is not mine. So, alam mo yun, parang na-attach ka. Iba pag may aso. Gonna tell you, parang iba yung feeling. It's like
Yeah.
having more than a best friend. Sobrang iba yung attachment sa aso. Yeah.
The main reason why I asked this question. Sorry, John, if we're taking long on
Yeah, it's
our.
okay, man.
So,
It's okay. Mm.
I hope you have the whole day. De, joke lang. um, the main reason I ask if do you have your spirit animal? Kasi ako, if I feel like I have a spirit animal, the one that if, yung lagi mo kasama like dogs. No? Pero kung ikaw, takot ka ba sa creepy crawlers?
Creepy crawlers like roaches and centipedes.
Yeah, yung mga
spiders.
centipedes. Kasi
Uh,
meron mga ano, eh, ikaw animal lover ka, you have dog.
mm,
So,
Yeah.
definitely meron kang alam mo yung alter ego mo na gusto mong alagaan like I know, snake or whatnot. But creepy
Not
crawler.
not really. No, I did not get to that point. I would love those creepy crawlers, but respecting them, yes, I do.
Ikaw, Max, mahilig ka ba sa mga creepy crawlers? Alam ko creepy crawler ka rin, eh.
well, mahilig ako dahil sa exotic, kaya, well, wala naman problema sa akin.
Parang ako parang alam mo yun, every time that I see some, spiders or anything na
Yeah.
gumagapang, hindi
It
ko
creeps you
kaya.
out. Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend has a total phobia on spiders, even
True.
just the tiny ones. Yeah.
Bilib ako kay Dingoy, the manager of Mayonnaise. Yun yung collection niya, eh. Sabi ko, "Pare, paano
Spiders?
mo na." Yeah, oo, yun yung collection niya. Like, he
Mhm.
has tons of it, like spiderlings and ano. Sabi, "Bro, padadalan kita." Sabi ko, "No, no, thank you." Sabi ko, "Wag na lang." Gusto ko na ibang bagay. Sabi ko
Yeah.
So, bro,
pero
meron kang ano, arachnophobia, something like that?
yes, yes, I have that.
Oh,
I have that, unfortunately. And frogs. Takot ako sa frogs. Ako lang yung mountaineer na takot sa palaka. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Parang
Somehow frogs are also, kind of weird, but I respect
true.
them. I don't, like I don't run away from them, but
Mm.
I wouldn't touch them.
Alam mo ano yan, eh, you don't have to run away. Ano yan, eh, respeto. Totoo yan, John. It's the respect within the animal, and human thing. If you don't, parang ito yung binigay sa akin ni Dingoy na idea dyan, eh. As long as you don't threat them or they don't feel threatened, they won't
Yeah.
attack you. So, pero sabi ko, di pa nga ako nilalapitan, threatened na ako, eh. Pinag-uusapan lang natin, eh, ganun. So, parang Ah, ewan ko. That's his way of managing stress daw. And, that's the next, going to the next topic. How do you manage your stress? I mean, for your own stressful, do you have
That's a good
stressful
question.
situation?
Yeah, yeah, everyone has it. They have we have stress in our lives. Yeah. Um, I find walking to help. Yeah, it helps a lot. Walking,
Mm-hmm.
not walking away, but just take a walk, take a breather. Then it manages your stress in a way. As you walk, you get to organize your thoughts pretty well. Unlike some people deal with stress now. Head-on collision just to solve
Mm-hmm.
things right away. But I'm not that. I need a breather, and then that's how I manage stress. Good. And cooking, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
very therapeutic. Yeah.
Solid. Actually ako, totoo lang. Kasi ano pag nagluluto ako, of course, you have to buy the ingredients, di ba? Pinagsasabay ko na siya. Pupunta ako dun sa parang maliit na talipapa dito sa subdivision and I walk. It's a 5-minute walk. It helps me. Then, it gives you the idea, parang kulang yata yung nabili ko. Parang, di ba? I need these ingredients and everything. But, speaking of cooking, yan, again, please follow their Facebook page,
Yeah.
facebook.com/Wango
We also have
Kitchen.
an Instagram on that one. Just
Oh,
that is at One Go Cooks. If you
Mhm.
guys want to check it out,
So, you
there
can
you go.
follow their Instagrams, UW at
Yeah.
UW John. It's his personal Instagram page and at Wang
One Go
Cooks.
Cooks. Yeah.
Wango Cooks. Sorry, yeah. What's Wango? Where did you get the Wango name?
That's a combination of our names. I'm John,
Oh,
and my girlfriend is a Go. So
I see. I see. Cool, ano? Alam mo, ano yun eh. I'm a fan of the mixing of names eh. Totoo lang. I always wanted something like a name for my kids that is mixed with my name with Kathleen's name. Kilala ni Max yung wife ko.
mm.
But it won't sound good. Ayun, akat, 'di ba? Akat, ganyan. Pero, parang minsan pumasok siya sa isip ko. Parang, sige, pangalanan natin ng ito. But, you know, are you a fan of spoilers, John? Like, say
no,
for
no,
example, right now, we're not spoiling the gig of, 1980s. It's
no,
heavily
no, no.
advertised.
Yeah, I don't like
Are you?
spoilers. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about you know TV series or a movie,
Mm,
nah, I hate it. That is so disrespectful. To the people who have not seen it.
totoo,
But
totoo.
what I do with spoilers, I just stay away from it. I don't. If I see a topic or a picture of it, skip.
Scroll na lang, 'no?
Yeah.
Ano yun, how do you manage them? Like, say for example, meron kang tropa or mga kababata mo, parang, "Uy, parang John, meron ako napanood na series, ganito yung nangyari." How do you manage that? Parang, "Uy,
And
alis ka."
I shut him up. Come on, man. Don't spoil that for me. You know, respect.
Hmm.
Diretso men, Diretso.
Diretso, diretso, oo. Tama yun, dapat yun. In disrespectful times while you were playing, do you have like kasi ako, I watched this video when Gabby kicked a guy out of stage.
Oo, napanood ko yun.
Yeah,
Ano
that
ko
was
yun,
in
eh.
Mm.
Cavite. Yeah, that was in Cavite.
You
Yeah, I
personally,
think
do
that
you do you
was
have
me personally.
uh
Disrespectful times while playing. I think that was early 2000s before.
Mm.
mm,
Uh, I think that was in Cagayan de Oro.
mhm,
We did a gig, and the crowd was so rowdy. Everyone was drunk. It was a bar gig,
Mm.
and they were stepping on my effects already. So what I did was I stepped in front of my effects, and I performed with my back on them just to protect my effects. So that was really disrespectful. I don't like that.
yeah, true.
But it
So,
ended up
yan,
fun. Parang rock
yung
and roll na lang.
mga manonood ng gig ng Urbandub, please avoid stepping. Kahit naman siguro ako eh, pag tinapakan yung effects ko eh, pucha, suntukan na tayo, Brad. Di ba?
Mm.
Pero just to
Close
open out that,
calls. Yeah. Close calls
close
na
calls.
mga disrespectful events was mga sagiho na gig.
Hmm.
Crowds will be so there in front of you,
Mm.
bringing a bottle of beer. I wish, Sagiho would do something about it na, not to bring drinks in front of the
Spilled on
band.
your effects,
Yeah.
gano'n.
Ang init,
Grabe.
ano?
Oo. Yeah. Tsaka
That
puhunan
was
namin yun eh. baka masira, 'di ba?
Oo, ang init 'no? Isipin mo yung sa Giho parang there was one time that Puchoy was singing, parang sabi ko, "Buti kaya ni Puchoy 'to." Na nasa harapan niya yung tao, parang sabi ko, "Man, parang sobrang hirap nung ginagawa." You as the musician or the performer, have you had discussions with the specific venues wherein, "Bro, baka puwede namang ganito yung gawin," mga gano'n?
Wala pa naman siguro. I mean, like, we're not really that demanding as
Mhm,
a band. Siguro, mga out of town gigs and corporate gigs, well, that we can demand something. But sa mga small gigs, like bar gigs, wala naman. Like,
wala
that's
naman.
also the time to recapture moments of how the band started. I mean, like, we all started bar gigs, so it would be refreshing to experience those again.
I see. Parang ano yan, eh, parang every gig has their own special, special
Yeah.
memories that's
Mm-mm.
instilled sa mga artist, eh. Ako naman 'pag yung mga special gigs wherein, I watch, say, Kazi or Parokya ni Edgar or whoever the bands are, I always instill that memory with them. Main reason why I ask for the disrespectful, crowd is parang meron bang time wherein yung ginawa nga kay Gabby na inakyat? Can
Mm-mm.
you share the story on that? Kasi parang I I'm planning to schedule a podcast series with Sir Gabby, but it doesn't permit para sa oras yata.
Mm-mm.
I think he's busy, or I respect that. Can you share a light, or shed a light on that specific part? Bakit
Yeah,
sinipa ni Gabby?
Gab, on that particular gig, Gab was in the moment of singing. He was closing
Mhm.
his eyes, and suddenly this kid bumped into him. And then, yun, nagulat si Gab.
Kaya sinipa niya.
Yeah, and that kid was really drunk.
Oh,
And
malinaw
the
naman
bad
guys.
thing about it lang, we don't, the security could have done a better job, to avoid people from coming up the stage. But at the end of that gig, the people were doing the job.
Oh, siyempre after na, eh,
Yeah,
'di ba? After effect, eh.
nagulo
Pero
yung gig because of him. Eh.
oo, sobra. Pero you guys were friends way back college, right? You and Gab were in Lalay and the rest of the
Yeah.
group.
We knew each other from college. Kaming tatlo. Gab, me, and Lalay, because we're on the same. We have the same course, fine arts, and
Mm,
then si Jan Jan, he was already in the music scene in Cebu. He was playing with Glitch. That's
mm.
a yeah. And then, well, all of us are just in Cebu. We're uh, the family of musicians. No, no, no. The music family in Cebu is so close that we
Mm.
don't even mind what kind of genre you're playing. Just as we're
True. Actually,
definitely
nakita ko yan, eh. You have a collab with Dyson K9 way back, right?
yeah. That was the song apart. Yeah,
Oh,
from the
they
album Birth. Yeah,
they were Cebuanos as well, no?
yeah, they are.
Actually, ano yan, eh, maganda yung sinabi ni Max kanina na sobrang ganda ng music scene sa Cebu. We have one guy in Teleperformance Pro, remember? The Cebuano guy, pangalan nun?
Yeah,
Si
RJ.
RJ, si
He's
Charing.
one of yeah. Yeah. And aside from Charing, that's James, and the other one is RJ. Man, they're both
Mm.
from
So,
Cebu, and they
guys,
are so good.
and ang mabait. They're really down to earth, and
Yes, exactly.
these people are really parang gusto kong makasama parang every time,
Yeah.
kwentuhan. Uy, saya 'no, saya kasama. And just what's happening now with Sir John Dinopol,
Mm,
it's fun talking with Sir John. Sir John, thank you again
Thank you.
for,
yes,
Thank you,
Sir
Gian.
John.
and this. I just want to go ahead and plug some things
Mm.
for our sponsors. Huwag naman kayo mag-pull out, 'di ba? De joke lang. Uh, and si Tapsi Project in
Yeah.
BFRV or BF Record Village, facebook.com/the Tapsi Project. Please visit their page. We are still giving away 10% off for winners here in Musicary Unip. You just have to visit their. This is gonna be one transaction per voucher. So, pag nanalo, mini-message ko siya. They can drop by the Top C Project. You can visit Black Empire main branch, and for vaping gears, you can check on facebook.com/Black Empire main branch. That is in Taguig. Um, and Sir John, since you're a vapor, you can go ahead and get your gears. Sabihin mo lang yung pangalan ko. De, joke lang.
Black
They are a good
Empire.
friend of mine. Black Empire, the Vigilante Group, in Taguig, and sa Mist, Urban Mist, dyan sa malapit sa'yo. I'm a good friend with them. So for the sauces, Zerca Sauce, facebook.com/Zerca Sauce, and their Shopee page, shopee.ph/Zerca_sauce. So ito yung mga cooking powder for steak seasoning. Ito. Yan. So you can win. Actually, may nanalo itong apat na to. Please stay tuned para sa shipping ninyo. And of course, for one of our partners, Carlos of Smoke Bay. And when you purchase the Zerca sauce, manood kayo ng channel niya to know how to cook itong mga steak and mga ribs. Nakakagutom. For video and photography, please follow instagram.com/PacoM.photography. Siya yung magiging partner namin in terms of our videography and photography. And of course, Sir Russell de la Cruz, themusicarmy.com. Again, you can visit their webpage or visit their Facebook page for booking your pag gusto nyo mag-enroll for your music school. And of course, his Sky Church, paki-follow na rin. And of course, si Rimshots Drumsticks. Yan, yung nanalo ng Rimshot Drumsticks natin with Sir Jesso Montejo. I'll be messaging you. Congratulations on that. I won't drop the name, baka magkasalusan. Follow nyo na lang, Rimshot through Facebook, https www.facebook.com/rimshotph. And of course, sila Yero Room. Yan, sila Dingoy. Facebook.com/yrmusicofficial. Yan, dami. Nakakaano. So si Sir John, please follow his or subscribe to his YouTube channel, John's YouTube or youtube.com/John Dinopol PH. Yeah. Ano yung makikita natin dito sa YouTube channel mo, Sir John?
Yeah, most of my YouTube channel, yung laman niya, mga playthroughs lang ng urban dub songs.
Mhm.
And lately, yung laman is I've been promoting my patches from my Line 6 HD500X, and they are demos of those patches. And if you wanna buy them, if you have the unit, um, you can read the details on the videos, and you know how to contact me there. And also, by the way, I also do this service right now. I call it the John Tone Service. If you want my tones on your unit, kahit hindi siya line 6 or any kind of multi effects or even your analog pedal boards, you can send it down to me. Then I can tweak it for you. So yeah,
Uh,
if you
can
want,
could we
Wow.
maybe know how much will be the cost for the services of how to sound like John?
yeah. Usually I put my prices privately.
Ay,
Okay.
Yeah.
magiging
But for my
drop.
Line 6 HD500X, it's on the details of YouTube. All my patches, they cost 2,500.
Yan.
Yeah,
It's per patch, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Then, but
great.
a patch of 4 banks.
For
No, no,
banks,
a,
yeah.
Oh,
a bank with 4 patches. Yeah, yeah,
solid. Solid.
with switchable effects.
Yeah, sorry, my daughter's here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, may Shopee daw ako sa baba. Yeah, pa niya dun sa bahay. So yeah, if you wanna hear John Dinopol and the rest of the Urban Dub, they're in 19 East on March 20th. Gates at 500 pesos. Hindi ko sure kung consumable ba yung 500,
Alam ko
but
hindi, bro, eh.
Hindi
uh,
yata.
Hindi, hindi.
yung 500 po sulit na yun, you'll be able to watch Urban Dub live on March 20th at 19 East. So, Sir John, do you have anything for the aspiring musicians, for the one who want to go ahead and sound like John Dinopol, and for the aspiring musicians, aspiring artists that do want to go ahead and go to the top? Do you have any messages for them?
So, um, for guitarists who wanted my tone, actually, I'm doing the service. Like I've been selling my patches. It would serve as a guide for you. It would be the stepping stone for you to find your own voice. So, for my advice for aspiring musicians, never stop tweaking, find your tone, practice, 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 and then focus on your goals, on how you want to sound and how you want people to receive you, and respect.
Respect, yes, true. Walang ibang kailangan sa buhay na 'to kundi respeto. I mean, again, I'm very thankful for having Sir John Dinopol here. You know, much respect for Urban Dub, much respect for Sir John Dinopol himself. Um, Again, we are really, really grateful to have you here, sir. And
And
yun, I don't want to go ahead and hold Sir John Dinopol for much longer.
yeah,
It's been
can I just do some shout outs and anyway and some shameless plugs and
Go ahead.
sa Facebook then don't forget to follow Urban Dub. Uh, if you haven't followed or liked, please like Urban Dub. That I think that's Urban Dub PH. And also don't forget to like Fast Pitch Official. It's also my other band. And shout out to my bandmates from Fast Pitch and to the rest of Urban Dub. And to my girlfriend. I love you.
ah, alam mo sa lahat ng ano, yung Breathe, yung intro mo ng Breathe pare, it's hanggang ngayon, alam mo yung yun yung ano, eh, yung tumutunog sa isip ko minsan yung guitar
That was
riffs, yung
Russell, man.
guitar intro.
That was his part. Yeah, but
It's
those guys can really write songs na amazing then, you know.
true, true.
Yeah.
All right. So, yun. That's Sir John Dinopol of Urban Dub, guys, and Max Mariano. Yan. Kung kailangan nyo ng mga magpa-piano for events, you can book Max Mariano. Uh, Siyempre, kasama dyan yung buong team niya pag ano.
Mm.
Yeah, no kidding. It's Max Mariano. You can check, or Michael Mariano on Facebook. You can check him out for booking of, ngayon mag-open na, level 1 na tayo. We'll see you on the 20th sa 19 Sir John. And for any booking for piano or gusto niyo ng musician na tutugtog sa mga events nyo, you can book Max Mariano. You just have to message him. And sabi nga, privately ang mga presyo. So don't worry.
Transactions. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah. And guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you again for our
Yeah.
guest, Sir
Thank
John
you so much.
Dinopol.
Thank you, Sir John.
More power to Urban Dub and more power to Sir John Dinopol. We really appreciate you being here for as a guest
Yeah,
for our.
and I'm honored to be a guest, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank
All
you
right,
very
so
much, sir.
thank you very much for the listeners and who tune in, and you guys have a great weekend ahead of you.